yet to be revealed. They took the minds of our little girls and poisoned all the...
What's good, people? Back with another video. So you know it's that time, let you know what's on my mind. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos when you got time. And today we're gonna talk about 10 people. These the type of people that you don't need to have in your life in 2020. So either don't allow them to come in, or either if you got these type of people in your life, remove them. Let's get into it. So you know the new year is a time where everybody like to make their resolutions, create new beginnings, come up with things that they can do to make their life better, which you can do that at any time. You know what I'm saying? It don't take the new year to do that, but the new year is a new beginning. So it is a good time for you to start making those changes, you know, and get your renewed sense of self. And then making those changes, you know, not only do we got to look within ourselves, we got to look outside of. And from time to time, you might hear some fireworks or something going off because it is New Year's Eve when I'm doing this video. Just ignore this New Year's Eve. But back to the topic at hand. In addition to the changes that we need to make within ourselves, we need to also pay attention to the environment around us. And that includes places that we like to go, the type of energy that we're around, and also the people that we bring around us, you know what I'm saying? Because they bring outside energy, even when we try to control our own energy and control our own environment. The people that you bring around you can either help or harm your mission. So this list right here, I'm gonna suggest 10 type of people that you may want to keep from around you. You ain't gotta do it, it's your life, you make your own decisions, but this just from my perspective. So, you know, if you don't want to hear from my perspective, then it's about time you go ahead, click off and find you something else to watch. But let's get into it. Now, this list ain't in no particular order, you know what I'm saying? It is one on this list that is of the utmost importance, but I'm gonna let you know what that is when we get to it. But other than that, ranked in no particular order. First one is people who complain and people who gossip. Most of the time that people who do a lot of complaining and people who do a lot of gossiping, they do it because they're unhappy in their own life. And especially if you're complaining without making no attempts to change. Most people who working to better themselves not gonna be complaining and just not doing nothing about it. You know, they more than likely they're gonna be taking action. Now I ain't gonna say they don't complain, saying because me, I work on myself every day and I do complain sometimes, but I don't never complain to nobody else. I complain to myself. You know, I just do that just to get that off my chest. I know that I'm only complaining so I can do something about it. It's like motivation. You take that complaining and turn it into motivation. So if you know that you're sick or tired of something in your life, you working on changing that. You're not letting that hinder you. A lot of people complain just to be complaining. They want to complain just so they can have somebody to complain along with. Same thing with gossiping. Complaining and gossiping, you usually gonna find that coming from the same person because they hate their own life. They hate the things that's going on and they not really doing nothing to put forth no effort to change nothing. And then on top of that, their gossiping go along with it. They like to find gossip because it helps them feel better about their situation. If you hate your life so much that you gotta complain about it constantly without putting forth no effort to change that, it make you feel a whole lot better to see somebody else going through some troubles and going through things. And let me tell you something else too. A lot of times they're gonna be gossiping about people who doing more in life than them. Find stuff that they can poke at in your life and they feel like you in a better position than them. I mean, they more than happy to gossip about it. And also to add to that, before I move on to the next point, is that if they complain and gossip about themselves and they complain and gossip about other people, 9.9 times out of 10, you can bet that they're gonna be complaining and gossiping about you. And you know, they're just the way those type of people is. So remove the complainers and gossipers from your life. Number 2 is gonna be the non-supporters and the dream killers. And I'm gonna tell you something, the non-supporters and dream killers gonna probably be some of those complainers and gossipers that you remove from your life. They're gonna complain about their situation, gossip about yours, you know, and hope that deter you from your mission. You don't need people around you who not gonna actively be in support of the things that you're trying to do to better yourself. You don't need nobody around you who's constantly shitting on your dreams, especially if you know that you putting forth effort. And I'm gonna give you this too, man. Look, stop sharing all your dreams and ambitions with people. That give them a reason to be non-supporters and dream killers. Sometimes you don't know, you know, you may be sleeping with the enemy. You might have the enemy in your circle, the person that's praying for you to slip and fall or not accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So they might be right within your circle, but if you keep those dreams to yourself between you and God, then you ain't got to worry about nobody hating on you. They only can hate on what they see or what they think or what they believe, you know what I'm saying? But if you open your mouth and release all doubt, that's just allowing them to be able to throw salt on your game. You got to remove the non-believers, the non-supporters, and the dream killers out of your life. So don't be telling everybody your plans. Keep your shit to yourself, especially if you know what you're doing. Just stay on your mission and let them see you shining. You did. So number 3, you also need to remove the people who try to entice you or deter you from your dreams. Just say, for instance, 2020 You decide, okay, I want to lose weight. I want to get in better shape. I want to go on this diet. And I can't tell you how many times I come around people and they try to convince me, oh, you can eat that, a little piece of this, and it ain't gonna hurt now. Motherfucker, don't tell me what I can eat. I done told you what I eat and what I don't eat. If I decide that I don't want to eat that because I'm adhering to a certain diet, then don't be trying to entice me into doing something that's gonna take me off my path. And that's what I mean. Say, man, you're gonna hear me say this a lot. A lot of these people, they fit into multiple of these categories because, you know, that's the type of people that they are. They complainers, they gossipers, they dream killers, they non-supporters, and they try to pull you away from your dreams. Let me go back to what I was saying about the diet. So you said you want to start a new diet. So if you have people around you that's trying to convince you to go ahead and have a piece of cake, or convince you that you ain't gotta go to the gym today, or convince you that you ain't gotta put in this extra work, why you working so much, come party with us after you done already let it be known that this is my mission, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Let it be known that you're adamant about that. People who constantly try to put that peer pressure on you to pull you away from the things that you need to do, to remove them, because they not helping you, they trying to hinder you, and they doing it intentionally, especially if they already know what type of mission you on and know how hard you trying to stay on it, because they just trying to pull you back down. Contrary to popular belief, man, most people don't want to see you do good. Very hard to find people who want to see you do well in life, and that's why it's important to build a healthy circle of people that's like that. And if you can't find those type of people to be around, don't just be being around people just because you need somebody to be around. So number 4 gonna be, in order to do that, you gotta remove the people who are not currently on the same path that you on the same type of mission in life. That's just like if you somebody who decide that you don't want to drink anymore. You know, you can't be hanging around alcoholics and people who drink all the time, because it might fall into that temptation. So you gotta remove that temptation. You gotta remove them type of people. Just say if it's a fork in the road and you decide, man, I don't even want to go left no more, you might even need to backtrack all the way back to the fork just so you can start going right. If those people ain't deciding that they're trying to go down that new path with you, then what they're gonna do, they're gonna try to convince you to keep going left, because they don't want to go down that path alone. You gotta have the people around you share your motivations, because those type of people gonna have appreciation for the things that you're trying to do with yourself, the improvements that you're trying to make, and those type of people gonna praise you for that. They're not gonna try to pull you down and keep you away from that. So you gotta separate yourself from the people who are not on the same type of mission that you own in life. Number 5, so when you own that mission and you starting to accomplish the things that you're trying to do, you're starting to see changes in your body because you've been working out. You know, you're starting to see advances that you're making because you've been putting in extra work, shedding a lot of trauma, and you finding your mental health get better. If you gotta remove the type of people who then want to help you to get to the place where you going, you gotta remove the type of people that didn't want to help you, but once they start seeing it work out for you, start seeing it pay off, then they want to come along and be a part of it. They want to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but they didn't want to be in the field with you. They was unwilling to help you put in the work. You ain't entitled to go back and reach back and help nobody, especially nobody who didn't believe in you, especially if they was in a position where they could have helped you. Granted, you ain't entitled to get help from nobody, but at the same time, if you know you got people around you that was in a position to help you and they didn't, and you kept going and succeeded on your own, or starting to succeed on your own, and then they want to come around and then try to be a part of it, I say remove them type of people, man, because you don't need them type of people around you. They just there for the benefit. A lot of people only want to see you succeed so they can benefit from it, you know, and if they not benefiting from it, they don't care about your success, you know what I'm saying? More than likely, they don't even want to see you succeed if they not able to benefit from it. So you got to be able to know the difference. One thing about it, they did help you in that way. Even if they decided not to help you and you decided to help yourself, they helped you by helping you realize that you need to help yourself. So you can thank them for that. I mean, not thank them, you know, literally. I mean, to yourself, you thank them for that. If they was in a position to help you with your dreams, with the things that you're trying to accomplish, and then they didn't want to, but once they see your work starting to pay off and the fruits of your labor, they want to come around and be a part of that, fuck them, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, what one person can't do is 6, 7, 8 billion people in this earth. You can find somebody else who can do that same thing that you were trying to get somebody else to do and they didn't want to be a part of. You might have to do some searching and finding and do a whole lot of praying and ask God to bring them people in your life. But once you run across them, you're gonna know. And with that being said, number 6, I think we on number 6. You want to remove the type of people who don't reciprocate the same energy that you give them, or the same appreciation that you give them. If you got somebody that you showing them that you care about them, you know, you showing them that you appreciate them, and they not willing to do it, they not giving you the same in return, you need to remove those type of people, because not only are you wasting your time and your energy on somebody who not giving you an even exchange, also you depleting your own energy that you could be putting into yourself to make your life better. You know, the love and attention and appreciation that you giving somebody else who not willing to give it to you in return, there could be more love and appreciation and attention you could be giving to yourself, so you can feel better about yourself and put yourself in a better position and find better people who will reciprocate that same energy to you. So you want to get rid of the people who not giving you the same type of love and appreciation and energy that you give to them. Number 7, you want to remove the people who thrive on negativity. You know, people who just always got some negative to say, they always following some negativity, they always following some negative story, they always bringing some negative news, just all the way around negative. They just get off on negativity. They enjoy negativity. You got to remove them type of people, the type of people who don't want to talk about no good shit. They always want to talk about gossip. They always want to talk about fights and drama, who did that and somebody else's business. The energy that you give is the energy that you receive. If somebody who thrive on negativity, they constantly in a rotation of negativity in their life, and you best believe some of that negativity gonna most definitely rub off on you if you're around them enough. Don't only just limit yourself about being around them, just remove it completely, because who wants negativity in their life? And if you want negativity in your life, then maybe you that person. Just get rid of people who just thrive on negativity, man. Number 8 is you want to get rid of people who do anything for money. I said that, I stand on that, and I mean that. Tell you, man, you're around people who willing to do anything for money, then you best believe they willing to cut you out. They willing, you know, it ain't no honor amongst thieves, especially if you're taking advantage of innocent people. People like to say money is the root of all evil. That is not the proper saying. The proper saying is the love of money is the root of all evil. So if you got somebody who love money, who do anything for it, best believe that they'll do anything for it. Pay attention to that. It's simple, but it's deep. If you got somebody who will do anything for money, then they will do anything for it. Just look at all the news and shit that you're seeing, you know, coming out of Hollywood and the entertainment industry these days. Money is only energy and currency that we use to exchange and, you know, and do things in life. And having money is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's wrong to have money or even be in the pursuit of having money. You know, it's a lovely thing to get you some paper and be paid, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm just saying is, when you willing to throw everything away, throw caution to the wind, throw all your morals, integrity, and all that out the way just for some money, some shit that go up and down the value, some shit that might not even be worth, you know what I'm saying? The dollar can crash at any time, you know what I'm saying? Inflation, all that, the money that you chasing ain't even worth the money that you, man, look, man, it ain't worth it, to me at least. I ain't nobody who willing to do anything for money. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I'm not cool with it, I'm not gonna do it, because you're not gonna be able to tell me to do some demeaning shit for some money, and then I get the money, and every day I go out and spend the money, I gotta think about this bullshit that I done did for the money. Man, fuck that money, and fuck anybody who feel different about it, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you just somebody who gonna do anything for money, you gonna, you know, take advantage of people, you gonna scam, you gonna do all this, rob, steal, kill, and all that for some money, man, fuck. Hey, man, look, I stand on that. That's just the way I feel about it, you know. And if somebody that willing to do any and everything for money, no morals, no integrity, no none of that, I recommend you remove them type of people from your life. And if you're one of them type of people then, and you feel offended by this, then I don't give a fuck. Don't watch the fucking video. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you, you the type of person that I don't want on this channel anyway. And number 9, people who willing to do anything for attention. And the crazy thing about it, man, today, people ain't even willing to do anything for just money. They willing to do even more than anything for attention. People just who are attention seekers, you know, and especially if you got them type of people in your circle, you best believe if they not getting the attention that they want, they're gonna do anything for it. And it may be at your expense. It may be your secrets that get told. It may be, you know, somebody plotting and planning against you, you know what I'm saying, for attention and money. So them two kind of go together. Basically, number 8 and 9 boil down to people who willing to do anything for money and attention and throw their morals and integrity away. You know what I'm saying? People who don't have no moral backbone, don't have no integrity, don't stand for nothing. You want to get rid of them type of people. Number 10 is last but not least. It is the most important thing, man. You want to get rid of anybody who not trying to have no better relationship with God. Anybody who don't have no spiritual connecting with God, with the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that be, whatever God you serve, because there's only one God. It's just people call it, just have different names for it. If you dealing with people who not working on the connection with God, everything in this list don't even matter to them anyway. So they probably gonna do anything and everything on this list. Wanna have people around you who trying to live the life that's most pleasing to God, man. You know, and that's really my goal. Just try to constantly strengthen your spiritual connection with God and the Most High. Because without God, it's easy for you to lack character. It's easy for you to lack integrity. It's look down on people, downtrodden people, talk about people, you know, and just be an overall bad person, you know, a negative person. So you want to remove the people who not working on having the best relationship with God that they possibly can, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it boils down to, man. So work on having the best relationship with God that you possibly can in this new year. Happy New Year to everybody out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Wish y'all the best on all y'all goals and everything y'all working on, what y'all trying to succeed, man. And we going up, man, this year, man. With that being said, just stay on y'all grind. Don't let nobody stop you. You don't need validation from nobody but yourself. That's today's video, man. I'm up out of here, man. Peace, love.
The sun illuminates the eyes behind these tinted lens. Deep within your mind is hidden gems. Take the time to dig. Always so conscious with no conscience, feel unconscious still. How can we budget trying to bond all these monthly bills? They taught us lies about the world that really wasn't real. Hidden agendas that have still yet to be revealed. They took the minds of our little girls and poisoned